Good morning from a gorgeous, gorgeous, cool fall morning here on the porch. It is getting cooler because it is September, and that's expected. It kind of saddens me a little bit because this is my absolute favorite room in the house. You don't see where I am, or you can't find me inside. Look out here, that's where I am. I am out here in the morning with my rosary and my devotional and my coffee, my caffeine-infused mixer. And I just enjoy my time out here. And I just love being out here in God's beauty and getting the time to pray and connect with God in His nature. It's gorgeous. There's just nothing like it. And we had a great celebration for John's birthday last night. The kids came over for dinner, and we always have a good time when the kids are here for dinner, for anything. And celebrating a birthday is even better, so we did that. But we were talking about we need to work on the shed in our backyard, and John wants to do that. What he wants to put is currently on cinder blocks. He wants to put a different shed, a new shed, a little bit bigger, on a foundation. And he had found some foundations on Facebook Marketplace. And so he talked about he was going to go get them on Sunday. And so I'm like, oh, okay. We were talking about how to fund that because, we had already set our budget for September. We do that. Before the month begins, we set the budget for the upcoming month. And then if something like this happens, then we get back together and discuss how we need to address it. Luckily, we have the money, we have the cash. We have our emergency fund, our main emergency fund, and then he and I both have what we call the emergency funds for the emergency fund. His is called stash cash, and mine is called the slush fund. So he's like, I'll just use my stash cash, and then I'll refund that with my overtime. The beauty of that is we can do things like this and not incur any debt. We are close to paying this house off, and that's going to be beautiful. It's the last debt we owe anybody. And there is something about not having to go to work because you owe your paycheck to everyone else. We get to go to work because we're realizing our goal. So once we pay the house off, we will be able to, first we have to pay for 2 weddings. And then we will be able to live and give like we want to. It's a beautiful feeling to be able to do things like this and not have the stress and the weight of any debt. There's just really nothing like that feeling. If you are ready to get control of your finances and you want to feel like you can breathe and you can do things like this, like, okay, it's a little inconvenience. It's not an emergency. Luckily, we are so blessed we have not had to touch our emergency fund. We use our stash cash for things that pop up like this, and then we just refund it. But if you are ready to be on this journey to getting control of your finances and realizing that once you do, you will be able to breathe easier and you don't have the strain of having to go to work because you owe your entire paycheck to someone else. You get to go to work so that you can help realize your goals, and then you can start giving as well to charities you want to do. So if this is your idea of, you're like, you know what, it's dumb to owe my paycheck to everybody else. I work hard for my money. I want to be able to keep what I want to keep. So if this is your idea and this is what you want to do, connect with me and let's do this. Let's get you on the road to getting control of your finances and make your breathing easier and be able to give like you want to give.